Hi there, I'm Yash. I'm a solutions engineer here at Copy.ai. Today, we're going to spend a little bit of time walking you through this action and show you how you might use this in a commercial context. So the action itself takes an input that is the address of an image somewhere on the internet, and then using OCR, optical character recognition, it fishes out any text that lives within that image. There's a number of reasons you may want to do this. Just a few examples off the top of my head. If you're a retailer, you may want to call out, special stitching on limited edition items. If you're worried about sort of disability compliance and making sure that the alt tags and the sort of low vis navigability of your website is high, you want to pass your images through something like this to grab the text that's visible to some and make sure that it's accessible to low vis readers as well. So in this workflow, we have an input, which is, as I said, just the address of an image somewhere. And we're going to pass it through to the OCR action, which is then going to take a look at the image, analyze it, and then send back any text that it finds. So let's show you how we create this from scratch. We're going to navigate over to the workflows area on the left and create a new one. And using the structure that's given here in this purple box, we're going to stand that specific action up. So we're going to say, given the URL of an image, OCR, the text in it. Perfect. So we're going to run that. The system is just going to pick apart the prompt that I put in to determine what steps are needed. Obviously, this is a fairly simple action in that there's only an input and one specific action. But as I said at the outset, this would typically form the top of a series of workflows that would be stitched together to go out, grab some information, and then ultimately enrich content that you may be putting out on the web or using for any number of other purposes. While that's loading, let me just show you this shoe that I'm going to be using as a test. It looks to be some kind of women's hiking boot. Pretty interesting looking shoe. And you'll see there's all kinds of text here, complicated textures and whatever else. So it'll be interesting to see how well or poorly this works. There we have it. The workflow has been built. As you can see, the input is correct. The OCR step is identical to what we saw at the outset. So we're going to come up here to test workflow, and we're going to slap in the URL that we just navigated to and hit run. And you'll see very quickly that the OCR step has run and successfully recognized Vortex, a Vibram, and a Hoka from this image. Which I think is quite impressive because the Hoka itself is quite stylized and there's a whole bunch of noise in there. So just a very simple demonstration of this working. This does work for more complicated scenarios as well. If you have perhaps an infographic or much denser images that have a lot of text in them, this is a useful mechanism to scrape some of that out there as well.